weren't hit by the lurker fire. So now we're starting to see these supply depots go down. It looks like Shine is in a great position. Iris is going to try to start bringing those medic Marines in, but in the meantime, he's going to lose quite a few medics and Marines, and oh, man, those supply depots falling down, going down. That's going to hurt. I mean, he is losing a lot of supply. He's got a nice surround about to go on to those lurkers, though, so it looks like he is going to be able to clean this up. But he is taking heavy damage, and those mutas are doing a great job of taking out those numbers a little bit using some hold position micro, taking out that whole group. Man, that was beautiful micro. And now we're seeing that group being replaced, but Shine is on top of his micro. He is seeing where the smaller groupings are. He's attacking them. There were not many medics, if any, in that grouping that was just hanging out there. Finally, medics heading over there to try to heal things up. It looks like he may even be able to take out that eBay. At the same time, we're seeing him macro up, get some new drones over there, and the lurkers are being attacked at this point, but the Marines are getting slaughtered. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. They don't stand a chance against 4 lurkers, apparently, as one more lurker goes down. Slightly careless by Shine, but you know what? He's doing so much damage that it doesn't matter. Could he take down that command center? I think he might even be able to do that. 5 racks out on the field now. Science facility down. That means vessels are going to be able to come out shortly. That command center is getting knocked down slowly. Is he going to move it out of the way? It looks like he is now going to start moving it out. It looks like those Marines are continuing to try to attack, but they just can't. Tank is now out on the field, but he has not even got siege, it looks like. The eBay goes down. Oh, man, what's next? The Academy is getting attacked. Could he lose even more supply? This is very bad for Iris. He is in a horrible position here. If he loses his Academy, he's not even going to be able to make medics anymore. He's going to lose that Academy. He can't make new scan either. The other scan was taken out. This is bad. Comsat is in trouble. He's only got 4 Comsats. Good lurker micro might be able to prevent this from going much further. There's the vessel, critical, but you know what? It's not going to have enough for irradiate for quite a while, but he is finally going to push back these units. He's going to push those Muta out of his base, but the damage has been done. My gosh, Shine has done a great job of just picking apart Iris's defenses with a beautiful slow lurker drop. And Iris has a decent amount of army in his base, but you know what? He's lost a ton of mining time. He lost a ton of supply. He's got to rebuild an academy. He's got to rebuild an eBay. And look at Shine continuing on with this harass in great position as he continues to take out Marines left and right. Beautiful micro. Another supply depot just burning down. Tank going down. Vessel still out on the field. He's going to have a radiate very shortly. So now Shine's got to be very careful with those mutas. Until maybe he can go in and snipe that one of those vessels. There's 2 vessels out on the field right now, so Iris is doing what he needs to do. He needs to get that science vessel count up. But there's a large lurker Hydra Mutaforce coming in to smush him at the front door. And there's 1 barracks down, but I don't know if it's enough. It looks like those science vessels are out on the field. Shine is pulling back, though. It looks like he's content just to sit outside of the choke area right now of Iris. And Iris in a horrible position. And here's where we're seeing that choke area being slightly abused. And oh, that cliff, but irradiate, but nice pull. He manages to pull that out without taking too much damage and doing the right thing with an irradiated unit, using it to its fullest advantage, using it to its fullest extent, and attacking with it until it dies. Scourge out on the field now. Looks like he is going to go for some science vessels after all. And Iris being a little careless with those science vessels. I don't know what he's thinking right there. He pushed out really far away from those medic Marines with those, and that's just dangerous territory to be going into. It looks like he's rebuilt a supply depot and the eBay, getting his second gas back down. That is just showing how far behind Iris has really gotten at this point. And those mutas continuing to harass even the smallest of advances that Iris tries to make. And now we may be seeing another big drop here. He better be getting Overlord speed, though, because I don't know if I can watch another slow Overlord drop from this point. And at the same time, look at Shine. He is in a commanding lead right now. He's got his 4th base going up at this point. It looks like he wasn't going up, wasn't putting that up earlier. It looks like it just got scanned. Iris knows exactly what's happening. He's also going to progress on to his Hive Tech as we see the Queen's Nest going down. Science vessels way out in the open. That is dangerous, dangerous area for them to be. But it looks like they're going to irradiate some Overlords, but not going to be a big deal. Those Overlords just going to separate and head back into the main base. I don't think, no, there was nothing in those Overlords. It was a fake-looking drop. And Iris, if anything, just wasted a couple of irradiates on those overlords. I don't think that was a smart play at all. He's got to be more careful considering he's probably going to be facing a large attack force. And really, either use it on the Muta or the Lurker at this point until the Filers get out. We got +1 weapon upgrade on those Mutas, as well as 12 kills on that one in particular. That's awesome. There's Hive Tech going down. It looks like it was just scouted, actually. And now Iris going to be a little bit aggressive, going to try to push out here, but he does not have a force comparable to what Shine has. Look at the amount of lurkers. That's like a control group and a half of lurkers right there. And there's just a ton of Muta and Hydra on the upper area as well. A good flank could work out well here. Looks like he does manage to take out the Scourge. He takes out a Muta with an Irradiate. A good Irradiate there, but really not much damage going to be done there. Those Lurkers are more than enough to deal with the force that we see here, and it would take some immaculate micro to defend this. As Shine Cal is pushing in at this point. No, he decides to drop out and slow down his push over a little bit, but burrows all of those Lurkers, and it looks like they're going to get irradiated a bit by quite a few Science Vessels. One Science Vessel gets picked off by Hydra, though. Where are the Scourge? I'd like to see more Scourge out on the field for Shine. He does have 4 bases at this point, and so we're going to start seeing probably Ultra Ling as soon as that 4th gas goes up. Well, we could also just see straight up the Filer Ling Lurker play, which would also work at this point quite well, considering he's going up against Medic Marines. That Sunken Line's still doing a pretty good job at defending against nothing because, you know what? Iris just can't push out at this point. Science Vessels continuing to irradiate like they should be, but not going to be that big of a deal, to be honest, because, and another vessel goes down. Big attack. Lurker's letting loose on a large group of Marines, and that's just going to be very bad news for Iris. He can't be that careless with those units. Every unit counts at this point just because he's so far behind economically. Whether or not there's more irradiate, not going to matter. Look at this huge flank going on. Oh, my God. Units are going to be taken out left and right here. The techs are going to go down. Lurkers are going down, but it doesn't matter. They're taking out all those Medic Marines. Iris doing a very good job with his micro, though. It looks like he's actually going to clean almost all this up. Tanks going down at the last second. Looks like one tank left, going to do a very good job of cleaning this up. Looks like the last Lurker is taken out. The Hydra Force is cleaned up, but no, 2 Lurkers survive. Now, that was completely in Shine's favor because Shine is on 4 bases and he can trade armies at will with Iris at this point, considering Iris is so low in food count. This is going to be horrible for Iris if he continues trading like this. He does have a lot of tanks out, though. He's got another 4, and they're heading over to start doing some damage of some sort. I don't know where they are actually in the minimap now, but it looks like he's pushing forward to the main base, using that ledge to his advantage. A lot of Lurkers being morphed, though. Lurkers coming around the back for a flank, and this is going to be tough